What is up, YouTube? It is Diehard here. And you might be looking at this video saying, why is CM Punk appearing on my screen with the WWE 13 logo? And you might be questioning the title of this video, thinking that it's going to be something bad. And I wouldn't blame you if you thought that. And honestly, it's not. It's nothing negative. It's nothing bad. So I just want to get that out of the way. I've been contemplating making a video like this for a long time, roughly like 2 years, just for the simple fact that I get it. Like, there may be some positive feedback, but there's going to be negative feedback as well. So with all that being said, I guess that was kind of like the prelude here to my future destruction. But so we're about a minute into this video, and so this video is entitled "Thank You," and the reason why this video is entitled "Thank You." I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who watches the power plant, everybody who likes the power plant, everybody who dislikes the power plant, everybody who supports the power plant, everybody who wishes that it would die, everybody who tweets to me on Twitter, everybody who is involved with the show, even people that I don't even work with anymore or that I don't communicate with anymore. I would still like to extend my sincerest form of gratitude with a big thank you especially to those involved, for the simple fact that they are on the front line. Hence the show name Frontline. They're right there, in the battlefield, tearing it down right alongside me, and that to me is worth more than anything in the world. And the reason why I say thank you to the people that dislike me or dislike the power plant or dislike what we do and things of that nature. You may be going, well, Diehard, you get all these messages on Xbox and on Twitter and on AskFM and stuff. Yes, I get the same anonymous questions on AskFM about AC Arthurs. I get constant questions, constant belittlement on Xbox from random people who I've never talked to about, my ADHD son or about my wife or about myself and how I suck and how I shouldn't do the power plant. And you may be going, well, why are you saying thank you to those people? The reason why I'm saying thank you to those people is you are the reason. You hate the haters, the people who dislike the show, just based off of whatever their premise is. They're the reason why we continue on as frequently as we do. And for those that support and like the show, love the show, support the people on the show, you're the reason why there is a show. And then on the flip side, the people that hate the show are the reason why it continues to exist weekly. And you may be going, well, you could alleviate so much hatred and anger, Diehard, if you switched your format, And that's one thing I refuse to do. We've talked about it before within the power plant numerous times. I was like, oh, maybe I'll stop doing it weekly. And this is where this video starts to possibly get a little bit more risque, I guess. But the biggest fuck you that you can give to a hater is to continue doing what is driving them crazy. And whether it's the weekly show that drives them crazy or it's me doing a voiceover, whatever it is, honestly, I love it. I love the feedback, whether it's positive or negative. Just because when I first started, when I was in computer animated wrestling, when I was in CAW, and I'm using the quotation fingers, when I was in CAW, back on SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 on the PS2, like YouTube existed, and we'd all go on YouTube and listen to music and stuff, but we weren't looking for YouTube fame as a CAW show. That's not what we were doing. We were running an online league, and I had a capture card, and Whoop-Ass was using his digital camera to record. That's all we did. We just, once in a while, there was no commentary, no cutscenes. Our storylines progressed in our little chat boxes on the appropriate websites, Raw and SmackDown. And for those of you that followed me, you knew I was on SmackDown. But yeah, when CAW was there, YouTube wasn't nearly as big. And a lot of people think that I just have this aforementioned extreme hatred for like TXW. I don't. My issue stemmed with Shannon Silvera, just based on what he said to me, which I don't think that needs repeated. I mean, that was between me and him, and that was a few years ago. I haven't talked to him since then. I've talked to Solus since then, but it wasn't so much a problem with Solus as it was with Silvera. So, that was whatever. So when people say, well, TXW started it all, you know what? No doubt about it. TXW, they were trailblazers when it came to the YouTube leagues. No doubt about it. None whatsoever. I will never take that away from TXW. No doubt about that. They were the trailblazers in that sense. And then FAM followed suit. And then, we started seeing more and more leagues pop up. And then when I came on the scene in late 2009, November 19th or 20th or something I don't know. Whatever that was, that's when I came on the scene. And I was doing like matches. We were just doing matches. We weren't doing a full show. And then we made the transition to a full show, but there's no commentary. And then we made the transition into commentary. And since then, when we started commentary in the full show, that's it's continued on through that. And that was always that was always a big catch point for us because we were producing these shows weekly. And numerous times throughout every time I've been running the power plant, I've had people say it's a rushed product. There's no there's more consistency in the power plant than there is in anything else with storylines. And I wholeheartedly believe that, for the simple fact that we try to keep everybody around as long as we possibly can. If they choose they want to go somewhere else, that's on them. That's not on us. If we let somebody go, there's a good reason for it. But yeah. So like I was saying, I mean, numerous haters. We got people that like us too, and that makes us feel good as a whole, as an entire group. Every time we see somebody like that video or say, "Oh, hey, another great show by Frontline," or by TPP, you don't understand the feeling that I get when I see that. If I could have just one person say this was a great show, that's all. That's more than enough for me, more than enough. And so a lot of people think that there's only 3 of the bigger leagues, right? I'm using the quotation fingers, just for the simple fact that, okay, FAM is a given, right? It's one of those bigger leagues because it's super popular, whatever. And then people said that PWR was a big league, and then CCE. Now, does it bother me that TPP wasn't mentioned in that? Sure, a little bit, But again, it's kind of like my biggest fuck you to everybody else is consistently doing the show. Because yes, I saw that CCE said that they were going to do it weekly. I hope they do. I really do. I really, really hope they do it weekly. But I know what's going to happen. I know in the back of my mind, and I'm trying to keep that out. I'm trying to stay positive because I watched the CCE episode on my Frontline channel, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't too over the top, and it wasn't too undercard like. So it was good. It was a good medium. I liked it. I would recommend fix the lengths of the matches a little bit. Other than that, it was good. It was nice and solid, and I can see great potential in it, especially if it was to be a weekly show. I think that it could really do some good. And then when I watched PWR, I watched that, and every match was like 20 minutes long. And so when people say they want to replicate what they're seeing on TV, I would have to say, personally, and I'm not even trying to brag or boast, but TPP is as close as you're going to get to the television style presentation. We have the flow times of matches down to a T. We really do. Except for once in a great while, if it's an epic barn burner like when we had AC Arthurs versus Craig Hazard on episode 19, we let that one just kind of play out and be lengthy. For the simple fact that was just a big match. It was a big match. But I guess, when it's your first episode, kind of go crazy or whatever. But after that, you got to get the routine down. Otherwise, it just starts burning people out and matches get drug on way too long. that was my only complaint about the PWR episode, other than Monroe winning. But other than that, though, I mean, it was a good show. It was a good show. Again, though, yeah, it was a little salty. It burned a little bit to not get mentioned in the big leagues. But it's okay, because I could honestly take 6 months off right now and still be ahead of everybody else show wise. I'd still be 25 episodes up, while they would still be like on their maybe fifth or sixth episode, whatever. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to start any. I'm not no drama in this video, no nothing like that. I am saying thank you. Thank you to every other league out there for doing what you do, whether it's good or bad, shady or on the up and up, whatever it is. Thank you. Because you're the reason why people tune in on YouTube, right? So thank you. And then, of course, the viewers. The viewers are the reason why people do this. You don't get involved in YouTube anymore, anyways. You don't get involved in YouTube just so that you and a couple of friends can watch the videos. You get involved in YouTube now because you want to reach the masses. That's why people are starting leagues now. They want to reach the masses. That's why they're going onto YouTube. Otherwise, they'd all just be pen and paper leagues, like that are hosted on pro boards or, various other message board websites, things like that. That's why they go onto YouTube, so they can get that big break. And the viewers, you deserve the biggest thank you. Whether you, like I said earlier, whether you like it or you hate it, thank you, because you're the reason that every league either continues to exist or ceases to exist. Either there's going to be that underlying amount of pressure, or there's going to be no pressure at all. And honestly, I'm glad that the crowd that I bring in is a more casual crowd. I'm just being honest. I'm so thankful and grateful for that. I mean, sure, it would be great to have the support of the simulation community behind me, but I don't need it. I don't need the approval of the simulation community to know what my show is doing or what my show isn't doing. It's just the way it is. Just for the simple fact that, those same people are people that are putting out shows not very frequently. It's just the way it is. And yeah, and I've said this numerous times too, TPP will never have the most flashy presence, for like video packages or graphics. We'll never have the most, intense looking ones or the best looking ones. I have I don't want to say limited ability to do that stuff. I mean, I can do it. I'm more focused on putting out my show weekly than worrying about a fancy little graphic. Now, we don't have a lot of guys in TPP that are graphically inclined to make things like that for us. It's just the way it is. I don't have a staff of 10 people. I don't have a staff of 6 people. I record, edit, commentate, put it together, everything myself. And I usually do it within one day. So when somebody says it can't be done in one day, and CCE, he showed that when he posted that picture on Twitter. Whoever it was that posted it, he showed it. He was like, "Look, this was all in one day." That's proof right there. One person can run a show. They can get it done. It's all about who you work with. Now, I hope the best for CCE. I really do. I hope the best for that IWL league. I do, sort of, kind of. I don't know. I wish the best for PWR. I do not wish the best for FAM because, we all know how I feel about FAM. I wish the best for Power Wrestling. I know RCW is kind of having a little bit of a little issue sort of thing right now, so I hope they get that figured out. And then RCWE, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I don't really watch RCWE. So if you guys are having problems or if the show's going great, good. If it's going great, I hope you guys get it fixed if something's going wrong. I try to watch as many other leagues as I can. I really do. But I'm not going to go out of my way to contact people. It's just the way it is. Just because I'm too timid now to become friends with people, for the simple fact that I know that eventually that same person is going to start calling me an asshole behind my back. He won't say it to me. He'll say it about me, though. He'll say it about me, but not to me. And that's unfortunately the way that a lot of the community works now. They don't say it directly to the person. They say it about the person and not to them. And it is what it is. You know, you can't change that. But again, you know, I'm kind of ending this video. It's getting a little too long. But again, thank you. You know, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of everybody's heart in TPP. You know, if you're a viewer, if you're a hater, a liker, a follower, a subscriber, an Xbox friend, other league kind of friend, whatever, wherever you are, whatever you do, thank you. Because you are the reason why. You're the reason why the power plant continues to exist. And more than likely, if you're a hater, you're the reason why I continue to do weekly shows, just because I like seeing you get pissed off because of your inability to do it, or maybe you're too lazy to do it. Whatever it is, it brings a smile to my face. I'm smiling right now just thinking about it, because the simple fact is this. I've had this entire month of September to just do whatever the hell I wanted to do, because that is how focused the TPP superstars are. They all got their shit done. All of it. The whole month has been done. This entire month has been done. So I hope you guys enjoyed Network Collision on Saturday. I really do, because I know, next Saturday, because I think it's good. I think you're gonna enjoy it. I hope you guys are enjoying all the episodes that we're currently doing. You know, we're putting a lot of time and effort into it. We're adding little things as we go, and hopefully maybe someday assholes will stop saying, oh, well, you don't have this and you don't have that, because guess what, we do. So anyways, again, guys, I am diehard, and of course I'll see you next time. But most importantly, thank you for being here for every relaunch. Thank you for being here during every announcement video when I say, oh, well, we can't do the power plant right now. You know, thank you from the bottom of my heart, beyond any realm of difference or opinion. Thank you, because you're the reason why I do this. It's not about the money, because I have money from other sources too. So again, you know, one final big thank you to everybody. I'm diehard, and I will see you guys later.